Hello and welcome to Mrs. E Beauty. This is my evening vamp look and yeah, follow along. To start off with, I just use a light moisturiser to keep my skin hydrated. After all, applying makeup, it dries my skin out a bit, so I always find this helps. After tying my hair back, I get the NYX pore filler. This is actually talc and oil free. I find it is beautiful and I put it all over where all my pores are, and it just gives me a more even base for my foundation. For today's foundation, I have chosen the Lancome Tie-Ent Idol. I hope that is right. It is the Ultra 24-Hour Wear. It's available in 40 shades, so you are going to find your perfect shade with this foundation. It gives a full coverage and doesn't feel cakey on the skin, and it does no transfer onto clothes. It's totally smudge free, and I find it holds the product great. I've applied my foundation here with the old Dior No. 11 brush. To say that this is old speaks volume for the brush. I have had it for years. Constant cleaning, making sure that it's fresh all the time has kept the hairs in pristine condition, and then I've just used another two brushes just to blend it out. Now on my skin, I find that powder contour and cream contour, it doesn't pop the way I want it to. I like quite an extreme or intense contour, so I thought that I would give it a go where I got a dark foundation. This gives me the opportunity to kind of have whichever depth of contour I like. I do find it takes a little bit more blending out, but that's fine, and I find that the Real Techniques blending brush is perfect for this job. I get really stuck in there, but make sure if you are doing this method that you take your time. So the powder contour that I've paired this with is a 17 Define and Conquer Contour Palette. That is a big mouthful. I am using the Real Techniques contour brush just to blend it in, and as you can see, it sticks to the foundation really well. The fact that it has a darker base to work on gives a darker contour. I found that this is perfect and really works for me, who doesn't really have a hollow of my cheek. Because I do have a round face, I find it works perfect. So concealing my under eyes is something I struggle with. I do have dark circles that seem to come through anything and everything that I put on my under eye. This one has the yellow tone to it, so it does cover it well. If you have any suggestions or anything that you found really works for you, please do let me know in the comments. I find that this is a medium to heavy coverage, which is great for me because like I said, I tend to struggle with my under eye area. I do bake, but again, it just doesn't really work for me, the whole under eye thing, and I use eye serums and all kinds, but this is one I find tends to be the best. I finish off with the MAC Prep and Prime Transparent Finishing Powder and just dust this all over my face. Now eyebrows, love them or hate them, they are one of our main features on our face and things that people notice more or less immediately, so they always have to look perfect. I tend to use the HD Brow Vamp palette, and I start off by just using a flat brush, literally outlining my brows, and then it's just a case of really brushing them out, fixing them up. Nobody's going to get this perfect on the first go, it takes a lot of practice, but when you have your perfect look, I've found that the HD Brow Beater is like a gel that you can use, but you don't have to go out and buy this. You can use hairspray on a brush and it'll work exactly the same. So don't be spending money that you don't need to spend, unless obviously you want to. It's up to you. The base to a really good eye look is a really good primer potion. Now I use the classic Urban Decay prime potion just because I find it totally stops any creasing. The makeup sticks to this stuff like only knows what. And just to apply it, I use the MAC 194 SE. Now these super mini blenders, beauty blenders, are by W7, and using this gives me a really smooth finish and is the perfect base to start applying my eyeshadow. Moving on to shadow, I am taking the colour Copper Ring by MAC, and I am using just a Urban Decay basic brush from the basic palette, and I'm using this just to apply it to just above my crease of my eye. I'm not blending it out with this brush, it is literally just application. Then taking my MAC 217 brush, I am blending out this colour, and as you can see, this brush practically does the work for you. It is an amazing brush and is an essential in anybody who wants to start makeup or wants to find the easier way to apply their eye makeup. The MAC 217 is your holy grail brush. So using the MAC 2110 brush, I am now applying the same colour, the colour coppering, to my lower lash line. Using the 2110 is just it's gonna kind of give me a blend on the under eye as well, as you'll see in a minute. It is easier, it gives a nice even width line as well, which is perfect for the underlash if you want something a little bit more dramatic. Taking the colour Carbon from the MAC, I am now applying this to my crease line, just to cut it in a little bit really, and I'm still using the MAC 2110 brush. By doing this, you're going to give a more defined look to your shadow that you're looking for. When doing this, make sure that you do take the time again, just to make sure you're getting that line properly, and then going back to your 217, just blend it out. The more time you spend on blending, the better your eyeshadow is going to look. Just keep blending. It can be a little bit time consuming, but it is worth it. Taking the MAC 200 SE brush, use the colour Carbon just to apply to the lower lash line, making sure you get as close to them lower lashes as you possibly can. Now to make our eyes really pop, I'm going to use the colour Vanilla by Urban Decay as a base prior to the shimmer. I'm applying this again with the 194 SE brush and just dabbing it all along my lid. So as far as pigmented eyeshadows go, I don't think that there is a better one than the ones that Peaches and Cream do, or fabulousmakeup.co.uk, and using the colour Stella and still applying with the 194 SE brush, I am going to literally dab this gorgeous eyeshadow along my lid, ready for blending out in a minute. Using a little bit of Garnier Marcella Cleansing Water on a Q-tip or an earboard, whatever you want to call it. I use this literally just to tidy up because these pigmented eyeshadows they have a lot of fallout. By doing this, it's going to just give me a cleaner, crisper look. For my lashes, I am taking the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara and I am just applying this to my lashes. I find it is perfect. It gives them the huge look that I want to give them without applying falsies. Moving on to eyeliner, just take your favourite black eyeliner and apply as usual. So I don't tend to like advising on eyelashes just because everybody's eye shape, eye size is different, and I find that everybody has their own preference in for eyelashes. For me, I like the more extreme look. Saying that, I do think I went a little bit overboard with these and they're a little bit big, but learning for next time. Moving on to lips. Now for the liner, I used the New Look Pure Colour Lip Liner. This doesn't actually have a name as such for the colour, but I do find that it is beautiful. I love the New Look makeup. I think they're doing really well for a high street shop to be selling makeup, as I know that they do tend to struggle a little bit, I've found. But yeah, this is a great, cheap and affordable lip liner. So for the vampy lip, I went with the Disturbed by Urban Decay. Now this is supposed to be a matte finish lip colour and I just find that it is not. For the price of it, I am expecting the best I can get out of this lipstick and it's just not. There are other much cheaper alternatives that really do put this lip colour to shame. To finish, I am going to take the 17 Instant Glow Shimmer Brick and this gives a gorgeous golden bronze glow. As it says on the tin, it's instant and leaves you with a really beautiful shine. So that is the finished look. I hope you like it and it is perfect for a fabulous night out or maybe even a fabulous night in. But yeah, please let me know what you think. Personally, I love this look and this is my go-to look when I'm out.
kiss. Got me hoping you'll save me right now. Looking so crazy in love. Got me looking so crazy in love.